This is the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris.
And Will.
I'm SurFool.
And today is what?
It is Fable Friday.
Fable Friday? I thought it was Fandom Fridays.
Well, it is a Fandom Friday, but we're talking exclusively about Fable, the only series anyone should ever play ever.
So what we're going to do today is we're all going to tell you what our favorite Fable game is and why. So we'll let our guest go first so that Will doesn't steal all of his thunder. So which one is it and why?
Well, like a lot of things, the original is always the best, right? That's the unpopular opinion, though. There's a lot of people in the Fable universe that think Fable 2 has been the best one.
All right, but out of curiosity, Fable TLC, or Fable Anniversary?
I put the Lost Chapters and Anniversary in the same category.
Okay.
Lionhead, they really raised the bar in the game developing industry. They had their faces moved.
Yeah.
You could see expression on the characters' faces. It was bonkers. Like, in a game that still holds up today. On, when you throw in the original one, it still looks good, and it's not distracting with, terrible graphics. It feels good, and it's just an amazing story that needs to be continued.
Yeah, agreed. What's your least favorite one?
Oh, Fable the Journey. It gives me pain to say that.
Wasn't there a Fable
I was actually
mobile game?
really excited for, they hyped it up so much, and I was really excited for it, but tried playing it. I couldn't even finish it. It was terrible. And for the main fact that I couldn't finish it, that's what puts it at the bottom of my list.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, Will, fill me in. Wasn't there a mobile card game based on Fable?
There is I don't know if it's mobile, but there is a Fable. Oh crap! What is that card game called?
Fable Fortune.
Fable Fortune. There you go. I think they don't support it anymore, though, do they?
It has a little bit of support, but not much. I don't know who does the work on it.
It's Flaming Foul. It's not Lionhead.
Yeah, and I throw it up every once in a while, but it has some
it is good.
It has some goofy format problems. It doesn't fit screens well, and things kind of overlap each other, and it's hard to keep track on things.
Yeah, I've played it on my Xbox a couple times. I've enjoyed it. I'm just not huge into card games on a computer.
Yeah, I
or
feel
Xbox.
like if you're into card games, that's where your audience is.
So, Will, what's your favorite Fable? I'm pretty positive I know which one it is.
Honestly, I'm going to go the same with, Dave there. So
Really? I thought Fable 2 was your favorite.
No, so the thing is,
Wow.
I really do like Fable 2, but I will always go back and like Fable TLC the most. And Fable Anniversary, I'd say the same thing. It's basically the same. It's just like a new coat of paint. I like having the couple extra outfits that they put into the game, though it does have some weird bugs or glitches where the game will freeze and I have to restart it. It's just frustrating. I don't remember that happening in the original, but again, like you said, this game blew my mind when I first played it. So I didn't hear any of the hype. I didn't know about Molyneux and the Acorn story or anything like that. So there's all that crap and baggage with the game. But I was able to just go into it after playing Morrowind. And Morrowind being just way too big and too complex for me, and going into Fable, and it was so much more accessible, and it was funny, and you can fart on people. It's and also just I would cycle through my random emotions, do the heroic pose and get my evil laugh and be so excited about that. And also the morphing system is so cool. It's you can grow the horns, you get all pale, and the flies go around your head if you're evil, or you get super blonde if you're good, and you can get gigantic, and I don't know. I really like this one because it has a medieval theme. All the swords are ridiculously large. The armor is gigantic, and you look like a beast when you like are fully leveled up. And also like I don't know, the quests are more memorable. So I like the main storyline better. The side quests are like range from just annoying, like the save the kid from the Hob Cave. That was a terrible quest. To like just really, really fun quests, and everything in between. So some of them are just goofy, some of them are just like poking fun at some other game or some other like movie or something. To again, like I said, to really good quests. Yeah, I mean, I can go back and replay this game all the time and not get bored. And then the thing is, like, I'll find something new every time I play it. Like, I'll stumble on a new gravestone and read it. And it's like, oh, this is referencing Pirates of the Caribbean,
Oh
or
yeah.
this is referencing Harry Potter or something. It's like this is hilarious that this is in the game. Yeah, so that's why that's definitely my favorite.
I think if I had to pick my favorite, definitely the one I played the most was Fable 2, but I think the one I actually enjoyed the most was Fable 3. And
Okay,
the more I think about this, the more I think that's the case. Because I actually bought the DLC for Fable 3.
I did too.
I'm not even saying it's the best game ever, because it's certainly not. But Fable 3, I really enjoyed the DLC. I thought the DLC actually was some good little mini stories, like that island where you go on. It's like, what is it, like the Tesla Island or whatever?
Yeah, I completely agree. I just played through that this week, and it's
it
better than
was
the main story. But
it
continue.
was awesome. That's
Yeah.
because that's the most recent part of Fable 3 that I have actually played. Like
Hmm.
that biases my whole review of the game. Let's see,
Yep.
Fable 3 DLC. I think that game is worth playing all the way through just to get to
It's
that
Trader's Keep,
DLC.
and you're talking about Faraday's Island.
Faraday, not Tesla. I don't know why I was thinking it's
Hmm.
Tesla. Let me see. I really, like, just thoroughly enjoyed this DLC. But I also liked the fact that you become the king at the end of this game, and you can kind of like do whatever you want with the kingdom.
Hmm.
I managed to get my entire gold supply to run out by the end of the game.
Yeah.
Because the people kept begging for stuff, and I was like, sure, sure,
Yep.
sure, why not? And then I looked into the treasury, and it's like everything's gone. Like
Yep.
what?
And yeah, every one gold piece represents like one death. So I like all of my citizens died.
What?
I had the hardest
Yeah,
time with
I
that
lost the
part of the
entire
game.
kingdom.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, this is actually my least favorite Fable game. So
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I thought that the story, it wasn't even the greatest story. Honestly, I remember playing this a lot over and over and over again, and actually enjoying the combat, the gameplay, the transitions between parts of the game. Just the fact that you could buy up the whole town the way that they had it set up in the system. Is this the one though where they had the weird gimmicky pause menu where you walked around?
yeah, so
That was a huge thing. I
I'm going
didn't
to
like
get into
that.
why I don't like this game because this is also my least favorite. So one, I hate the sanctuary. I would much rather just have a pause menu. Two, the
Yeah,
guild seals, terrible. Like I want to have experience that built up depending on what I'm using. So if I'm using my ranged weapon, I would like to have ranged experience points, melee experience points, and so on. Um, and the road to rule thing was, oh my goodness. I just want to be able to go into a town and level up my blacksmith abilities or go in and play my lute as an expression. I don't want to
Yeah,
have to,
they took the grind away.
yeah.
It was weird, and it would have been it would probably would have been a little more enjoyable if the sanctuary actually loaded in a fair amount of time.
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
remaster would probably help that. Um,
Yeah, another thing is the expression wheel. They took away all of my options to interact with the NPCs. Like I don't want to have three options, the same three options. One, I could dance with everybody, so including the guys, which I don't want to dance with them, and then or fart on them. It's like those are the only expressions. Like I want to do something else. Like I want to, do the sock puppet like in Fable 2 or like the Cossack dance, you know? But they took away all those options,
I
which
think I just
really
really
was.
enjoyed the end game on this one. I think I liked the journey on it, not to get
Mm,
confused with Fable the Journey because I did not enjoy that. But the fact that you said this game's worse than Fable the Journey really perturbs me, Will.
yep. Yeah, I still stand by that. The thing is, I didn't even finish Fable the Journey. It was just, I think the reason why this game is so low for me is because I was so disappointed when I got it. Because I really loved Fable 1, I loved Fable 2, and then I got this game with really high hopes, and they just crushed it because it stripped out everything that I felt. made a Fable game Fable, and they a lot of people like this game for the things that I don't like it for. So, like the stripping out the expressions, the leveling up system, I didn't like, and also it just the combat. You said that you liked it. I know a lot of people do, but it didn't feel the same anymore because I wasn't able to like, oh well, I have to grind with my sword to be able to get, max melee points or whatever. Yeah, the guild seals, buy everything with those stupid guild seals.
Dude, you just turned total robot for a second there.
Oh, sorry. My internet might be going out. But I do agree with you that the story is very good. I do like becoming the king or queen. Oh no, I'm freezing.
I can still hear you this time though, so you're not a robot at least.
Okay.
People will forgive a bad video quality. They won't forgive bad audio.
Okay. Yeah, but I like becoming king. I think that's the saving grace of this game.
Yeah. And I think if... Oh, go ahead. Dave's got some. Go ahead.
I was going to say, my favorite thing that they had on Fable 3 was their morphing weapons. I thought that was super cool.
That was cool.
It made it personal to your hero.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
one of my favorite. That was the most replayable feature of Fable 3. Not the game itself, was going and buying a blank slate sword or a blank slate rifle and then like doing whatever quest it was to get it to drip blood or to shine gold. Like it just looked so cool to like make your own stuff.
I really enjoyed the arena too, by the way. Where you're like going up the levels in the arena to get through. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The arena in the first game?
No, they had one in this game.
Yeah, the Reaver's Wheel of Misfortune. I didn't like this one as much.
I really enjoyed this one, but that's fine.
I thought Fable 2 had the best Crucible for sure. That was one.
It's interesting. So I also enjoyed the rooms, but in my head it doesn't make any sense because like, how do you have these different rooms and like, does the audience move to the next room to watch you? Like
never even thought of that.
The arena made more sense to me.
That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, well, honestly, like the moment I started thinking about that, it actually ruined that experience for me because, like, how does this work logistically?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to replay it now. I also liked the boats. I thought the boats were cool in Fable 3. The fact that you could sail places.
What are you talking about? You can't sail anything in this game.
This part.
No, he's going to the Trader's Keep, man. You don't even get to go onto the boat. You can't explore the ship.
What am I thinking of? I'm so far removed from this game now at this point.
You're thinking of Zelda.
No, I'm not.
Sea of Thieves.
I would never. Oh yeah, it might be Sea of Thieves. But
I mean, if they had that kind of thing in this game, that'd be amazing. They don't.
That would be amazing. I would totally do this. I would play this whole game again just to sail.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what. The thing that sticks out to me for like, I think we should just end this with the thing that sticks out to you about the Fable franchise that you miss the most. I love the guided trail that the Fable games use because I'm a linear type of guy. I like playing my game start to finish without necessarily going on a bajillion side quests. The fact that you can pinpoint an objective and have a guided path on the screen to that objective was something I treasured about these games. I think that's amazing.
That's the Fable 2 and 3.
Yes.
They sort of had it in Fable 1 where you, on your mini map, you can see it would blink to tell you where to go. So you had like your like silver quest and gold quest, it would blink on the different exits. But the Fable 2 and 3 actually had the breadcrumb trail. I will say that's another reason why I didn't like Fable 3 is because that freaking trail would glitch and would take me to a completely different region.
I remember that.
And then just be like, oh, never mind. It's like, I've been walking for like 20 minutes.
All right, what about you? What's the long-lasting effect about Fable? That's something you missed from all the other games you've played?
Oh, man. Just the general replayability of it. Being able to go through and do a full run-through is all good and then all evil. And then, like, go to where you wear the mask or if you don't wear the mask. My favorite thing was keeping the mask, wearing it, and then grinding to make myself all good again. have Jack of Blades mask on and still have a halo on.
There you go.
That's cool. Yeah, I guess that would be what I missed the most. It's just, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but this
the dog
general
too.
Feeling of Fable.
Dude, the dog. I miss games having a companion like the dog. I don't think you get that experience with very many other games, and you care about the dog too. That's the part that always got me. Like I really felt like that dog was there to help you. It had good AI. Let me rephrase that. It had an actual good companion with good AI.
Yep.
So
I will say that I felt the connection was a little bit stronger in Fable 2. I think it's just because you sort of save the dog in the beginning instead of just
yeah,
having it already. So you like, I don't know, you feel like kind of like a protector type role of the dog. But
I
yeah,
still, I could never, I could never make myself not pick to bring the dog back at the end of Fable
yeah,
2. For as many times I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go all money this time.
yep,
Then I wouldn't do it.
yep. I know. Well, the first time I had that choice, I didn't have the DLC, so I couldn't bring the dog back. And I chose like, the needs of the menu or whatever. And so like I resurrected like all of Albion instead. And I actually felt sick walking around without the dog after that. I'm like, oh my gosh, my buddy's gone. Then I got the
oh man,
DLC, and you can go to Naho Island and bring it back no matter what you choose. So that's pretty cool.
yeah. Anyway, closing thoughts. What do you guys want? You want to see Fable 4?
Yes.
Absolutely, they need Fable 4 to come back, and Microsoft, pull the stick out of your ass and let us play Fable Legends. It was a finished game. Why did you take it down?
I never got a chance to play it actually. Fable
Oh,
Legends.
I was on the
I
beta.
spent the money and unlocked all the heroes. It's like, I loved it. It was such a good time to play it, and it was a finished game. There was no reason to take it down.
Mhm.
I wonder if you could still download it somehow, some kind of playable version.
It still shows up in my owned games on my
Yeah, me too.
library, but it doesn't let me download it or anything.
So I get the question is, what kind of Fable would you like? As far as, do you want like a reboot? Do you want it to go back in time to the medieval age? Do you want it to be more industrial, like Fable 3?
Ooh, no, definitely they need to go back to. It would almost be cool to see a prequel to like the founding of the Heroes Guild. It would be really cool to see like the original heroes, and like, I mean, little tidbits and stories that you can read about it is like, it sounds like it was a crazy time. There's heroes all over the place and magic and just all kinds of bonkers stuff that sounds like a lot of fun to get into.
Mhm.
What if they went like Half-Life Alyx and did like a side story in a Fable game? Like you're not playing the Fable hero, you're playing like somebody in the same area as the Fable character, and like just to kind of give a soft reboot to the series. How would you feel if they did that?
I don't care. I mean, all the heroes are in the same bloodline anyway, so it doesn't matter which one you pick.
No, I said aside, like you're not a hero, you're playing a support
Oh, like
character.
Gabriel and Fable the
Yeah.
Journey? No, no.
No, I don't think I
I
don't
want
think
to be a
so.
hero.
You need to have that power. That was the best part about it, was getting your character leveled up to just
Mhm.
absolutely demolish anything that got in your way.
Yep.
Cool. Well, then I guess we'll scrap my Jack of Blades game I was working on.
I mean, he's kind of a
Hey,
hero. I
a
mean,
Jack of Blades game would be pretty cool to see where he like originally came from. Because I mean, Jack of Blades in the first one isn't the original Jack of Blades. Like, he was just some dumbass that put the mask on.
yeah.
That's a good point. It'd be interesting to see like what caused that.
Yeah, well, he's like a creature from the void. He like crawled out. There's
No, no,
three
no.
of
I get
them.
that. Like, I wonder if it would be if they could actually, give a backstory to that, like how that came to be the way it is. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Where did you said the mask, right? Where did the mask come from?
Right. Yeah, that would be definitely one story that I would love to see fleshed out in a,
Yeah.
even in just a book. It would be cool to just be able to read up on that and know where
Yes.
it came from.
Get some Fable lore channels going on, right?
Yep. Well, there is one. It's called like Skyrion. He's relatively new to the space.
Huh. I have to check that out.
Shout out to that guy. I follow you.
CHRILLCAST follows you. You're famous. Anyways, final thoughts. Anything else? All good?
That would be a immediate pre-order the moment they announce it.
One
Unless it's
more
like
thing, real
Fable in
quick.
space.
Fable space.
Just one little thing before we end this is, anybody that wants like just a little tidbit of kind of like a callback, a similar play style, but not the same graphics. There's a lot of the original Lionhead Studio developers and programmers that worked on a community-funded game called Kinseed.
Yes, I have also recommend
I've
this.
got a little bit of time on that, and you can definitely feel the Fable embedded in there, and it's a good looking pixel art game to look at.
I've heard some good things also about a game called Greedfall and the Outer Worlds. Like, I heard the Outer Worlds is basically like Fable mixed with Mass Effect. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I have not heard that description, but I've heard that as a very good game.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about that game. I haven't heard that crossover before.
I've heard that if you were to just play the Outer Worlds, there are some elements of Fable in that game somehow. I've never actually played it, so I can't attest to it. I just heard somebody else that I've talked to describe it that way. So, but Greedfall, Billy said that's like a medieval Mass Effect, which sounds a lot like Fable. So, anyways, that's all I got. We want to thank SurFoolPlays for coming on the podcast and bearing with us. And, it's in the early hours of the morning at this point, so...
Oh, this is nothing.
I know. It is for Will, though, so I always have to
Thanks
mention
for
it.
having me, though. This was a lot of fun, and still don't know why you had little old B on here, but I'm honored.
Well, I actually caught a couple of your streams after somebody told me that you were doing streams. And if you want to give her a shout-out, that's up to you, but...
Oh, Mom, I love you. Thank you for introducing me to Chris. And Will, it was nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, nice meeting you too.
It was a lot of fun. If you ever need to have a fill-in, don't hesitate to hit me up.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely keep you in line as a backup like Billy and Tim. We got a few because Will sometimes, just ducks out on me and can't get a hold of him for a weekend.
I can only take so much of Chris. So.
No, we really appreciate you coming on and spending your time with us when you could have been spending it streaming on your mixer or anything else, right? Appreciate it. And we'll make sure we drop you a watch every once in a while like we've been doing. And love to see you grow. Love to see you grow on Mixer. So, as always, I'm Chris.
And I'm Will.
I'm SurFool.
And we will see you
on next CHRILLCAST. Bye, guys.